brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed, and a ho-ho-ho to most of you, I suppose. I don't know. Is it? Good morning. Welcome to Mornings at the Cabin, brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. It is minus 28 degrees at 7 o'clock.
Balmy.
Comparatively, yeah. Balmy. Right?
Settle in, everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy ride. 3 days till Christmas, 2 days until my birthday. I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
It's the same every year.
It is the same every year. I should expect it. I should know to expect it around this time of year. Just always lands. So, the Great Conjunction was last night, and of course, we didn't see it. It just seems like if you have a normal night, wow, look at the stars and look at the northern lights, so beautiful. And then something comes along and it's like, this isn't going to happen for another 800 years. Clouds. Inevitably. But I saw some pictures. Absolutely incredible. You could, they were so close together that you could see Jupiter's moons around it. Like they were casting so much light off of each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool.
Okay.
So there are a lot of pictures. Obviously, a lot of people following this. Saturn and Jupiter becoming the closest they've been in 800 years, causing a real Christmas star. And I said, that's not the friggin' Christmas star, Grizz. That's the light at the sewage treatment plant. It's a line from one of my favorite movies. Finally got a Christmas movie in last night.
Oh.
It was Love Actually, which,
Did you watch it again?
No, I started it, but then we started. She was like, you know what, I was listening in the tub. We can just start from where you ended off.
It's okay if you rewatch it.
It's not a Christmas movie. I you know what? I don't mind it. I watch it every year, but it is not a Christmas movie. You could put it on any other day or not even a holiday at all and be fine.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Aurora Ford's Mornings at the Cabin. I like Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford better. You know what I mean?
Who told you to change it?
Oh, I just saw it in one of the emails. We get, you know how we get emails. AJ will send out emails letting us know who's sponsoring or who's guesting.
Right.
So in that email, now it says Aurora Ford's Mornings at the Cabin, which I don't mind, but I like Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford better.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not really their show.
No.
They're just helping us.
That's right.
They're just helping us along.
Supporting us.
That's right.
Being good friends.
Nice little support. Nice little hand up.
That's
you know when
what
you're
they're
climbing over a fence and someone touches your butt and pushes you over?
That's what
them.
Aurora Ford's doing for us.
Pushing us over the top. Welcome back to the show. Wheeler Lecture with you on your Tuesday morning, 3 days before Christmas. The countdown is on. It has been as such since the beginning of the year. If you haven't looked at the Facebook page in a while, maybe you're taking a break from social media. If you want a little smile on your face, go to Cabin Radio NWT, our Facebook page. We are posting great videos from the entire year in our Cabin Radio Advent Calendar. Check it out. It's wonderful stuff. The real meaning of Xmas. Now, this is a matter of some conjecture. Now, we call it Xmas or Christmas, and I said yesterday that the X stands for the unknown, meaning it's like a placeholder for whatever. Now, Lynn, if you are listening, that's Lekter's mother, for everyone who doesn't know. Say hi to Lynn. Thank you. Now, she wrote yesterday and said that, well, that's actually not the case. What did she say?
You said it with such conviction, too.
I did.
And this is often the case on Mornings at the Cabin. You'll go out on a limb, and I'm willing to go out there with you.
I'm half white. I say things with a lot of confidence, and people are like, huh, that sounds right.
Must be true.
That's right.
There's no question in his voice.
It's part of my white heritage. I say things with a lot of confidence.
So we were convinced, it seemed like a great little idea.
I think that's what it is.
My mom texted me shortly thereafter.
And, okay, just tell her where it is.
Started out with a sigh. Sigh.
She wrote sigh?
She wrote sigh.
Lynn?
The X comes from the Greek letter
10.
Chi or C-H-I?
C-H-I, Chi.
I just thought that was abbreviation for Chicago.
Chi.
Which is the first letter in Christos. So I was like, I don't know what any of that means.
As in Christ, right? So X is just another. That's.
It's just Greek Jesus.
It's just Greek Jesus.
That's all the X is.
Happy Greek Jesusmas. But I mean, it's very strange because Xmas is kind of used as a way to. The way we use it is kind of Xmas is a way to kind of be like, well, let's.
Go ahead. Go on.
let's keep this war on Christmas going. To get the X to replace the Christ, because not everybody is a Christian, right? And I mean, I know we always hear that it's the reason for the season, but the season has become more than that. It's become basically a secular holiday where we all kind of either get some time off or make a point to spend time with family if we can, or, right or wrong or whatever. The season's become something different, and like the reason for the season is actually the solstice, but it's, it's been, there's a lot of history here. So there's a lot of, we got another couple hours. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it is what it is. So what a lot of people do is they say Xmas instead of Christmas because they're either not Christian and they want to take that part out of it, because that's what it is. It's Christmas, right? So Xmas is kind of like, that's why I thought it was like the unknown. It's like you can put something else there, whatever you celebrate, because we don't all celebrate or mark Christmas, but we all kind of take part in this season.
Whether you want to or not.
Whether you want to or not. It's like, it's stat holidays. It's all this stuff. If you work the GNWT and you don't celebrate Christmas, I bet you still take your Donny days. So, that's all part of it.
Yes.
Right? So the reason for the season is multiple.
See, and I like that.
See, I like the X as a placeholder for something else rather than Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're getting deep.
I like
Good
that.
Lord.
I like that as a theory.
Yeah.
I think that's nice.
But X is just like, the Greeks are just like Christ, but it's an X. You get it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
But your theory does lend some unfortunate credence to the people that do think there is some delusional war on Christmas.
Yes, that's right.
Which there is,
right? Because they're like, okay, then that's even better, because then like when people are like, don't say Xmas, that's taking the blah 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 blah, and then you can be like, well, actually, actually,
wow,
that is
actually
okay. That is Lekter's impersonation of you, Lynn, not mine.
No, she sighed. She didn't well, actually. That's a mansplain tactic.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What, the mocking voice or the sigh?
The Linsplain is a sigh.
Linsplain.
So I looked it up because I wasn't quite sure what her message meant. And, of course, Wikipedia is never wrong.
Never wrong.
And Wikipedia says that Xmas is a common abbreviation of the word Christmas. It is sometimes pronounced some odd-looking pronunciation, but Xmas and variants such as Xtemus originated as handwriting abbreviations for the typical pronunciation Christmas.
That makes sense. So then that makes sense that the X would be standing for Christ, but it's just like a shorthand version.
The X comes from the Greek letter, which is the first letter of the Greek word Christos,
so
which became Christ in English. The suffix "mas" is from Latin, of course, derived from Old English.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
So what you're saying is that Lynn went into Wikipedia, edited that entry herself, just so she could prove that she was right.
She's pretty slick. She knew that was where I'd go first.
I love that you called it Ikipedia. It sounds like a conspiracy theorist's version of, like, the lamestream media, and Ikipedia.
Well, it then goes on to say, there is a common misconception that the word Xmas stems from a secular attempt to remove the religious tradition from Christmas by taking the Christ out of Christmas, but its use dates back to the 16th century. So this war on Christmas has been going on for 400 years.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I think we've all learned something today. The true meaning of Xmas.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey. It was early. What do you want from us?
This has been obviously a very trying year, an incredibly tough year for a lot of people. A lot of people still feeling that hurt. Maybe not able to go back to work. Maybe not able to see their family. Obviously, it's affected all of us. Big shout out to anybody who's tried to bring positivity to any kind of situation,
like Doug Ford. Enjoy Christmas, kids.
Doug Ford,
Boxing Day, it's
Jason
all over.
Kenney. These are the heroes we need right now. I mean, if anything, it just shows you what poor leadership can do, and maybe maybe we should vote in somebody else. No. Wanted to give a big shout out to anybody who's trying to bring positivity to this whole situation, regardless of your situation, and that goes for doubly for teachers who are in the middle of all of this, surrounded by disgusting children. You're not all disgusting. But, kids are pretty gross. And still try to bring that positivity every day, and being literally on the front lines, maybe not healthcare workers, but being on the front lines in regards to being surrounded by people all the time. and dealing with parents, dealing with kids, dealing with everything. So shout out to everybody, but for teachers on this particular occasion, because of this, what was posted yesterday. It's pretty wonderful. Lekter wanted to share this with you. I saw the post, didn't listen to it, but you took a listen to it. What's going on?
Yeah, so it was a Zoom classroom in, I think somewhere in the States, I'm just going to guess, because I saw it on Twitter.
Fair.
And I just thought it was hilarious. So here's a little listen in on the Zoom classroom. And by the way, this was they got full permission from all the parents to before. But I thought of this when I saw the post and then started looking down at some of the replies, and someone was like, I don't know, that's very cool.
Of course,
be sharing a video with like a bunch of kids on it. And the teacher actually had commented and said, hey, this is my post, just FYI, and I got permission from all the parents before sharing it on Twitter.
And then the person who commented doubled down and was like, I don't care if you got permission.
Yeah. And since then, 1,000 more people have replied, being like, I don't know if this is okay.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
Anyway, here is a fun, light moment from a Zoom classroom.
Your Journeys book?
What's that?
What was that?
What? I think she farted.
It's so good.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know who that was.
It was huge.
Oh, my God.
I don't know who it was, but whoever it was, it might be a little embarrassed, so let's stop.
I still blame you.
It was you.
So
Amazing.
It was the teacher.
Amazing.
The teacher pranked her class by bringing up a little sound effect.
Yeah.
Fart machine. And just, having a little fun.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I love
it so much.
I love it too. And then there's there's still like 1,000 people out there who like who heard a fart, which is literally the second oldest joke in the history of humanity. It's the second oldest joke. Farting, the first one being someone falling down.
And that just doesn't play well.
That doesn't play well over radio. This plays well over radio. And there's still people out there who hear a fart, which is the most natural thing in the world, and a bunch of children laughing at it, and are like, come on,
lighten up.
The kids were laughing hysterically. It made me smile so much to hear those kids laughing so hard at something so silly because it's a fart and we all do it. So yeah, that's awesome.
And especially in a moment where, like you illustrated, it's been a tough time. We all know, we've seen countless articles, I'm sure, in the last year saying how you feel exhausted because of these Zoom meetings.
Yes, absolutely.
They drain you in ways that just, in-person meetings, they take a different energy.
We're learning as we go about what it's doing to people. And very early on, Phoenix and I had a conversation about that with another friend of ours who was saying, because I was like, oh, is it because you're always on? Is that why it's exhausting? And they were like, it's actually a little bit of that, but it's also because you can't read body language.
Yes.
So that's a part of it too, and it just exhausts you. So we're just all exhausted, regardless of whether or not you've been able to work or whatever, and can kind of continue on with your head down. There's still that dread, that kind of that weight that we've all been carrying.
Yeah.
So if anything can lighten the mood, let's do it. As long as no one's getting hurt, which they're not, because it's a fart. The oldest joke in the world. Second oldest. Again, first oldest joke is someone falling over.
So wonderful.
Thank you for sharing that with me. That was hilarious.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Ooh, use a pen, Radiohead. Mornings at the Cabin, Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Tuesday morning, 3 days before Christmas. That's right. If you haven't got your Christmas shopping done yet, you're probably in the same boat as a lot of people.
What nerve playing Radiohead 3 days before Christmas.
Is that why? Is that not good?
Just not in the spirit, man.
It's not in the spirit. Why not?
Oh, God, no.
Why?
Tom York.
Does he not like
Hates
Christmas? Hates Christmas?
I don't know.
Probably does.
Probably.
He probably hates all kind of bland consumerism. Mornings at the Cabin brought to you by Aurora Ford, driving the north. Wanted to talk a little bit about...
I bet he is one of those people who's like, happy Blend Consumers Day.
He probably is, too.
It's like, why did you invite him to the party?
Tom York is such a bummer.
He didn't want to be here. I don't even know why he came.
And he's just standing there in the corner, waving his arms about and going, oh, Radiohead.
I love them.
Release another album, would you? I was just mentioning to you that I haven't driven around to check out the decorations yet. Got to do that. Phoenix is on break officially, even though she's got like 50 things to do today. But her last day at work was yesterday, so maybe we'll get out there tonight. Although I got to do some rapping. God, Lord, so much rapping. You know? Why do people care about rapping so much? You know? Makes it look pretty,
nice.
right? I guess.
Yeah. It shows that you care.
And God, whatever. And I've said this before. We've had this talk before. She is like a master rapper. Her gifts look just beautiful.
Wow.
She actually offered to wrap her own presents just so they look good. And I was like, I don't think we should do that. Then you'll know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I mean, there's like sometimes, I mean, when you get a little older, like when a person like will ask for specific things, you're like, okay, I'll get those, and then I'll get some other stuff.
Why don't you just get stores to wrap them for you?
Because I don't want to stand there and watch them do it.
But it's so beautiful.
Painful. Is there anybody out there? You know what? Maybe I'll call Inclusion NWT. Call them over. Do you have anything you need to remove from your yard? No. But I do have a few gifts that I'd like wrapped. Can you guys come over and do that?
Yeah. Weren't they offering something like
gift
that
wrapping?
before? Yeah.
Maybe they were.
Maybe that was last year. I'm not actually 100% sure.
If anyone's listening, there isn't. But if anyone's listening and you like wrapping presents or know where I can get my presents wrapped, there you go. Although, what a great scam that would be if somebody was wrapping presents and just like started wrapping empty boxes and like, here you go, and just took all your stuff. How's your business? I could
pretty good scam.
But I haven't, like I said, haven't been around to see the lights. But if you would like to see a tour of Northland's finest holiday decorations, as you know, they had a contest this year, and a lot of houses went all out. Megan Brackenberry and Penny the dog have a video for you at cabinradio.ca. And if it's anything like the last video, it's going to be adorable.
Yeah.
Watch Megan go around the Northlands area, checking out all the beautiful decorations. It's a wonderful video. I just said it's wonderful, even though I just admitted I hadn't seen it yet. But I imagine it's going to be wonderful.
What if it's not?
Yeah, what if it's terrible? Then we probably wouldn't have put it up.
Then you just lied to everybody.
I mean, you know. But have you driven around to see the lights yet?
No. But
so you're terrible too?
Well, I didn't say it's wonderful.
Okay.
I'm reserving judgment.
No. Did you see the lights yet? Not the video.
No.
You haven't driven around to see the lights?
But I haven't said they're wonderful.
Okay.
So
the lights are wonderful. Lights are always wonderful.
They might be.
Okay, regardless of what you think of Christmas. The lights are always wonderful. I love looking at Christmas lights. I think they're beautiful. It's one of my favorite parts of the holiday season. There it is.
But what if they've got light displays that are spreading like ill-informed messages?
Are there those?
I don't know.
Probably.
I haven't seen them.
That'd be
I don't want to get ahead of myself and say they're wonderful and then drive down there and say
it says COVID-19 is a hoax. Is a hoax. Done.
I don't want to endorse that unknowingly. So you got to be careful.
That's right.
Did you, however,
that says Santa wouldn't get vaccinated?
Did you see some of the pictures of the Light Up the Park 2020 from Fort Smith?
No.
Oh, man. Like, just some absolutely gorgeous pictures of light displays there. I'm going to send one to you.
Send it to me.
Right now.
Good.
Just so you can get a look at it.
Great.
We were sent from Patrick Carroll. They sent us just like a display of some of the lights around Fort Smith, and I don't want to start a competition or anything.
Yeah,
but,
they're just better than us. It's fine.
Well, they got taller trees.
They do.
So when you put some like beautiful light displays around those tall trees, and it just like illuminates the whole area.
Yeah,
it's it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Let me forward this to you here. Talk amongst yourself.
I am talking amongst myself. I love a good light display, but just as much I love if someone just put like one line of lights wrapped around a beautiful little birch tree that's covered in snow, preferably blue lights. It's gorgeous, and I love any effort kind of put into that. It is what it is. If you want to put it up or not, it's a bit of a tough job for people like to put up lights. It's a bit of a job. So
well,
we've just got the one light. We've got a tree outside the house. We haven't put any lights.
Just one light.
We just got one light. Yeah, it's just show that our water tank is empty. No, that's Old Town. But we just have one light wrapped around the staircase, and then we've got the little projector that has the Death Star and Yoda. And, little things floating around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh,
Okay. All
that's
right.
nice.
That's nice.
Anyway, take a look at those pictures.
I'm sorry,
I'll post
did you
them
forward
up
it to
on
my
the,
email?
Yeah.
Well,
Where else would I forward it to?
I don't know. The messenger? I don't have my email
The
open.
messenger.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves because I'm going to do this email thing.
I think I'll post that up on the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.
Do it.
I don't know if we might have posted it on the Cabin Radio page. Let's just search while people are listening.
That's right. This is great radio. This is great radio. Oh yes, I did see the advertisement for the light up the park. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful.
Oh, we posted it on the Cabin Radio Facebook page.
There we go. So you can see them there. Good
Fort
stuff.
Smiths. If you search the Cabin Radio Facebook page, if you haven't seen them already, search and a story will come up. Fort Smith, stunning festive campground.
Very nice.
And the pictures are just beautiful. Mm-hmm. So well done, Fort Smith.
Well done, Fort Smitty. I don't think they like being called that. But well done. I do. So you've got a couple. I mean, obviously these lights are going to be up past Christmas, but there's something about seeing them before Christmas that gets you really in the spirit to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and unwrap gifts with a bunch of screaming children. It's part of the season. I plan on sleeping in until at least 8 o'clock on Christmas Day. Actually, you know what? Just before we go, do you remember the first time you slept in on Christmas Day? How old were you? I remember feeling bad about it. Because before that was like, you get up at 5:30 or 6.
Right.
And you're like just raring to go. You can't sleep. You're too excited.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first day I slept in, I think I slept until like 9. And I woke up and I was like, what? Am I dead?
You feel like you let Jesus down?
Well, I mean, I feel like I let my parents down a little bit. And then like I remember like the last year before I left for college, like I slept until like noon.
Oh my!
And like
God.
my parents had to come get me. They're like, all right, I got to go do stuff. So, like, can we do the presents?
See, you just shouldn't get to open presents.
I
At that
know.
point. You should lose.
They should have burnt them.
Yeah,
and I should have come down and said, like, yeah, we gave away all your presents because you're a little jerk.
There and
for sleeping in so long.
Little Jesse's yellow sweater is gone.
It's just a pile on the floor.
Yeah.
I think I must have been probably 13 or 14 the first time I slept in. Like, that's how late I went.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool enough to sleep in at like 10. I know people that at 10 years old, they're like, I don't sleep. I don't get up early for Christmas. It's like, what are you, 10?
Kids nowadays, probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably, right? They're up all night on their iPads and their whatchamahoozits.
Those presents will be there at 5 p.m. when
That's right.
I get up.
Little jerks. Do you remember how old you were, though?
No.
Well, great.
Not a clue.
Good chat.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Mornings at the Cabin, Alabama Shakes. I ain't the same. Wheeler and Lekter. What? What are you looking at me for? What?
You said mornings at the cab.
Mornings at the cab. No, I said cab.
Cab.
Morning at the cab.
CAB''M.
Merry Chrysler.
Mornings at the cab.
Mornings at the cabin. Brought to you by Aurora Ford and the year-end driving event, year-end sales event, I should say. Wheeler and Lekter with you on your Tuesday morning. As we know, we've all made adjustments this year, and especially with the coming holidays, not being able to travel or having people come home and having to isolate elsewhere or whatever. We're all making adjustments. In fact, for this Christmas Day, we're going to have a little Zoom Catan game.
Oh, nice.
Between two different households in Alberta and ours.
Nice.
So we'll see how that goes. And if anybody
Phoenix
cries
is just going to win.
or get yelled at, we'll see. She probably will just win.
Yeah.
And her brother will complain the whole time. It'll be fun.
Is that the dynamic?
He does not like playing Catan.
Oh,
he kind
really?
of plays begrudgingly because we're all together as a family.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Well, that's a good brother.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. But just like everybody else, the Snow King is pivoting and adapting and doing something a little different.
Also not a fan of Catan.
Also, not a fan of Catan. Is he not?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So there won't be a castle this year per se, as we're used to in previous years, but there will be a snow structure. Good Lord.
Structure.
Can you continue?
This mornings at the cab.
I don't.
Structure.
I have to stop drinking so much before the show. There will be a snow structure, and there will be a slide. So yes, that's amazing. They are hard at work. It's going to be built from January 1st. The garden will host a range of recreational and artistic installations through March in a bid to abide by pandemic-related restrictions. Organizers said the garden would allow residents to gather in spirit, if not in clusters. And they've also changed the name. It's no longer Snow Kings, as in possessive with an apostrophe, Winter Festival. It's Snow Kings Winter Festival, as in there's multiple Snow Kings.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. King Avalanche, King Joe Snow, King Von Blizzard, and, of course, the King of Snow.
Oh.
Yeah. There
Well,
you
how
go.
do you like that?
There it is.
Is
I
that-
mean,
is
that's
that
that's-
democracy?
I mean, kind of. Yeah, but it's a bunch of different kings ruling together at once. I don't know if anybody else gets to vote,
Members of
but he'll have to.
Snowlement.
That's right. Snowlements. That's very good. A Snindom. No, Snow Kingdom. No, that doesn't work out.
I like that it abbreviates to MOPS. Wait, no.
What?
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't
No, it
at all.
doesn't. Not, doesn't at all. How does it abbreviate to MOPS?
I don't know.
How did you come up with that?
I don't know.
It's SWF.
Members of...
Oh.
How can I make it a MOP?
I don't know. Good Lord. But it's just so cool that they're still putting up something. Obviously, it's just this is the time of year where they start working on these things. So, I mean, got to make an adjustment somehow. I know this is a huge part of the community, and this is a great way to show that, hey, we're still putting this up. We're still trying to do something, and you can have fun down there.
Yeah.
It'll be unsupervised, too, which is great.
So if it's not a castle...
Yes. A structure, a playground.
Yeah, which, I mean, that structure just sounds so vague.
Yeah.
Could
be anything.
Like it maybe like Snow King's Winter Garden Party.
There you go.
Class it up a little.
Very nice. Very nice. I'll serve the canapes. Obviously, the last couple of years have been pretty tough. 2019 saw a heat wave in which, I don't know if you guys remember, we hit 20 degrees positive 20 in March, and it shut down the whole works for the last week. And, of course, last year, the festival had to be abandoned because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
So here we are, and that seems so long ago that happened. And here we are again, but we're not going to be able to do the Snow King Winter Festival as we normally do. So we're going to build a structure, and you'll be able to play in and around while keeping socially distanced or physically distanced.
And just watch it stay just minus 20 until May.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That'll be great. That'll be great. And then right around May when people come to see it again.
Yeah.
Of course. So that's congratulations to them. We love all your hard work. What you guys do every year is just incredible. The amount of work that goes into the snow castle, the snow structure, the snow everything. The festival is pretty amazing. So very cool.
Congratulations to the anointed kings.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done.
Yeah.
King Avalanche, King Joe Snow, and King Von Blizzard.
I wonder how they got chosen.
There's going to be some sort of bloody king war now. I think.
Well, I mean, I would have to imagine.
Yeah.
There's got to be a war over this.
Can only be one king.
They're not just going to get along.
Yeah.
Too many kings in the kitchen.
That's right. It gets too hot in there.
That's right.
Too many people. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. There's a slide. I'm all over it. I love sliding on that thing, even if it hurts my butt.
Yep. That tailbone bruise, that's a rite of passage.
That's right.
In
I
your
want to
life.
crack my coccyx more than once.
That's right.
That's your tailbone, everybody. Okay, well, that's going to do it for Mornings at the Cabin this morning. We are 3 days till Christmas. We'll post a little advent calendar video a little bit later on. We'll see what's in there. And the countdown continues to that day of days at the end of the year where we all get together and pretend we like each other. And, pass around that love. Wrap up warm. It's minus 28, which comparative to last week is downright balmy. But still, wrap up warm. Have yourselves a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.